It's another beautiful day again, another great weekend. Nice to have you here.
We appreciate the appreciation of your appreciation for thinking of stopping by our channel today. It means a lot to us.
I have noticed one thing under the sun about Nigerians. Nigerians will like to rush a lot. In case you are not aware of this characteristic, please find time in your life to visit Lagos, Nigeria. You will see just 3 people standing at the bus stop. A bus stops to pick them. Meanwhile, the bus still have enough space to carry up to 6 people, but you still see people rushing to board the bus.
Maybe last, the other 2 people are not even going with the same bus. For instance, now someone is standing at Igbo from bus stop and a bus stop. With the scenario that he gave us now, the bus is going to CMS and the passenger is going to CMS too. Meanwhile, the other 2 passengers are going to Ikoyi, so they want to enter a bus that is going to Obalende that will pass through Falomo. But Oga that is going to CMS is rushing to enter the bus, thinking that the other 2 too are going the same direction. Meanwhile, even if you are going the same direction, as he has rightly said, the bus can carry even up to 6 people. Why are you rushing?
Maybe they are scared that the last person that enters might be charged higher than the first person that enters.
It is only in Lagos that people are competing with witches and wizards. Me, I used to hear that witches and wizards, they used to start their operation at 12 midnight and they finish around 4 or 5 a.m. You cannot try that one in Lagos. People will be dragging that time with you.
In Lagos, in some regions, 12 midnight is like the day has just started. One day I went to the studio to do some recording and it took long into the night. We finished around 12:15 a.m. Because my house was trackable from the studio, I decided to walk home that night, although I had to cross the Lekki-Epe Expressway. My people, around past 2 a.m. I was waiting for cars to finish passing so I could cross the road. That is how busy Lagos can be.
Then by the time it is 4 a.m., some people have started preparing for work. What am I even saying, sir? Even at 3 a.m. sir, some people have woken up. Especially those people that are working in Lekki or Victoria Island but are living in Ajangbadi, Okokomaiko, Ekpe, Songo, Alagbado, Ayobo, Alakuko, Ifakwejaye, Ijushaga, Fagba.
And some people will get to work and start sleeping to wait for 8 a.m. to resume officially. Meanwhile, if you don't leave that early, by the time you decide to leave like 6 or 7 a.m., you'll be trapped in traffic congestion that you might get to work by 11 a.m. But the rushing wahala has so affected us so much that even while they are going home, it's still a rush. One would think since you are going to your house, anytime you get there won't be a problem.
If they don't rush home, you don't know that it will take another 5 hours for them to get home again. Some people said the time that they used to get home is longer than the time that they used to go to work. Because going to work, they can go earlier than others. But to come back home, you will close the same time that other people will be closing.
But despite that rush going home, when they get home, some will still sit in front of the TV till 1 a.m. before they go to bed.
Even when they tell you that I am going to bed, sir, still on top of that bed, they will still be pressing their phone for another 2 hours, sir, before they will sleep. Why are you rushing?
How about when you are in a plane and you just landed? Despite the fact that the cabin crew will tell everyone to remain on their seat until the seat in front of you is empty before you get up, so that there won't be any queue or rushing. Yet if you look down the aisle, you still see some people standing and queuing unnecessarily, just because of that rushing spirit that is in our DNA.
Even when you remain sitting, some people will be looking at you as if this one plane don't sweet time for nyash, you no one come out again. They will be looking at you as if you are abnormal.
Yes. Meanwhile, you are the ones that are doing the abnormal thing, rushing. Why the rush? But do you know what? After all the rush, they will still come and wait at the baggage reclaim area where they wait for their luggage to arrive. And this can even take up to an hour in some cases, especially if there were some planes that arrived before yours. You know how it works. They must clear their own luggage before they start bringing out yours.
So after rushing to get off from inside the plane, you will still come and wait for your luggage to arrive. Where were you rushing to before?
Another rushing attitude of Nigerians is parents towards their children. The child will be in school, his parents will be rushing him to finish school.
From primary 5, they will rush him to go and write first school leaving certificate examination. been a common entrance then they call am. Even some sef from primary 4 sef, they have fly him to go and write the common entrance.
By the time the child gets to secondary school, it's the same rushing process. Some children from SS1, their parents start registering them for SSCE. And if by chance that child gets all his subjects, they start buying jam form for him.
And if peradventure he passed down while he is still in SS2, fiam! He has gone to university.
Then by the time he graduates at a tender age, he starts roaming around like a floating object because the system doesn't even have a job for you. Why don't you allow the children to spend the age bracket that is meant for learning to learn?
No, they will rush them through school, and when they finish school, they now become bored. Maybe some are rushing them because they don't trust Nigeria now. Maybe they fit to lose their job at any moment. So now that they still have their job, they want to be rushing their children now that they have the school fee to pay. But thank God for ASU. When you finish rushing them through the primary and secondary school, bam, you enter university. There you are in the trap of ASU. You cannot rush with ASU. ASU will now use strike to help them to wait for those people that they have left behind.
Now they never leave you. They have left you behind.
Another issue is how they drag road with you in Lagos traffic. You will be driving and people will be struggling the road with you, even when they are going home.
The way some drivers drag road, you will be thinking as if you are driving inside their living room. Road that some of them are not even paying tax.
The worst of them is the police patrol van. The way they'll be rushing and blaring their siren as if they are going to stop a robbery attack somewhere.
Robbery attack occur. Talk say somebody gave them a hint that some Yahoo boys are somewhere and they want to go and collect their own share. Which a robbery attack.
Last, they will just get somewhere and park there, doing nothing. Why were you rushing? Another thing I've seen is rushing our age. I remember in our secondary school days, we would be dragging age with each other. This friend will say, I am older. Then another will say, no, I am. Someone that is 14 years old will be claiming that he is 16 years. But as we are growing older, we begin to reduce our age.
That one, guys, their own self is more than that. In 2018, she will celebrate her 22nd birthday. 2 years after, in 2020, she will celebrate her 24th birthday. It will surprise you that this year, 2022, she will tell you that she is celebrating her 18th birthday. Say you are going up or you are going down until you define yourself.
How about our footballers? Someone that is playing in under 17 team, his first son is already writing jam. We don't want to talk about under 21. Those ones, they are already grandfathers, yet they are playing in under 21 team. Abeg, who organized this football age?
How about the politicians? When they are not contesting for election, they will be celebrating their 75th birthday, 80th birthday, 84th birthday. But immediately they buy running ticket like this, their age will automatically reduce. Don't think it you. It is natural. Once you want to contest for election, especially if you are running for presidency, forget that thing. Immediately from the time that you even make up your mind that you have ambition to run for presidency, your age will start to reduce small. By the time you are campaigning like this, your age has already reduced by either 10 years or 15 years. You think it's a joke?
But don't forget that by changing your age, your younger sister or younger brother's age will not change. Why the rush? Even the Bible says, to everything there is time and season. A time to laugh and a time to cry. But sometimes we want to bypass some things and rush ahead of time. And in the event of rushing ahead of time, we make issues complicated for ourselves. God anointed David to take over from Saul. God's plan was that Goliath will kill Saul, then David will kill Goliath and assume the throne. But David went ahead of time. He killed Goliath that was supposed to kill Saul. As such, there was no one left to kill Saul. And he had to run away from the same Saul that would have been killed by Goliath that he has killed. For 13 good years, he was running because of that wrong timing. No rush in life. What will be will be. Our people have this proverb that says, if you rush to uproot a mushroom, you will break the cap.
That means they say, make you take life easy and follow the principles of life step by step. The person that follows the ladder might be climbing faster, but the one that follows the staircase has a better stamina. Till we come your way again next week Saturday, remain blessed. But leave a comment on this video and tell us something that you know that Nigeria used to rush a lot. But yeah!